The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi traders and welcome to weekly trading recap. My name is Nenad and today we will see all setups from previous week, all results and new setups. So before I start, as always, quick risk disclaimer explaining that CFD and Forex are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. So those are not suitable for everyone. Please ensure that you fully understand the risk involved. Forex trading is risky and everything you see, it's my personal opinion only. So this presentation video is for information and educational purposes, and online educational materials are available by Other Markets Estonia for a global audience. Please read the full risk disclosure on this web address. Why do we trade with Other Markets UK Ltd? Excellent index offerings, dexterity, excellent order execution. We do it by the STP, straight through processing. Of course, what is extremely important is your account safety, so we use STP, and of course, negative balance protection policy and volatility protection settings. And of course, the best platforms like the MT5 and MT4 with Supreme Edition add-on. So this is me, and have in mind that patience is always the key to trading success. And don't forget that everything we do with rules. So these are the rules for setups. Always give price a breathing room, and we usually enter in the zone. It's called the POC, and the zone is 15 pips usually of the predicted level. And usually we do it with Forex and other markets too, but for Forex it's extremely important that you know that the POC is the buffer zone. Scaling it is optional, and you always do your own trade and money management. Don't forget, for commodities, equities, and other markets, you need to watch the zone around the level. Okay? And if you see that the price is giving you a signal when it enters the zone, then you usually enter, and you should enter. Respect your stop loss, add a spread to your stop loss always. Also for equities and Forex, do not forget that you should definitely respect your stop loss and always add the stop loss. So first touch of the zone is the most profitable. That is why we need to focus on the first touch. Positional trades are trend trades. Alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels can be traded independently of any position. And depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, but not less. For equities and commodities, protect your profits around important levels also, and these setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Because we have Wednesday live trading, these setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and early Wednesday. Pay attention to my Twitter updates. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. Add these levels to your system. Pay attention to trends, so you might find other trend-based entries, and pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on my setups. And these are results for the 7th of May, okay, that we had for the previous week. Euro dollar alternative trade minus 40 pips. Pound dollar, okay, let me show you the results. Pound dollar positional sell 140 pips. Excellent setup of GBP dollar on GBP dollar. Australian dollar 80 pips. Dollar yen plus 55 pips. And gold positional trade 70 pips. So the total pips pool was 305 pips. And the trade of the week was definitely the GBP dollar. So these were the setups for previous week. And you can see that all setups except for euro dollar went in nice profits. So I'm very happy how our setups turned out. Now, this was euro dollar. As you can see, the euro dollar was in downtrend, but we had actually had a buy trading opportunity that didn't turn out well. We had a stop loss here of 40 pips. and then the price turned up. GBP dollar was the best trade at the trade of the week. We had 36.15 sell, so the price went here or there, and then you could easily sell it, and this was full price projection. So excellent GBP dollar trade, and this was the trade of the week, definitely. Next one is Australian dollar. The Australian dollar was in downtrend. Then we had a positional sell around 76.20, and we had alternative buy of 74.30. What happened was that the price went to a buy position, and it went in a slight drawdown, and then it turned quite well into our direction, and we made some very, very good pips here on the Australian dollar. Dollar yen, also I can say a good setup, because mostly dollar yen was in uptrend, and we had a buy position and a sell position. The first zone that was hit was a sell position. The price went very close to a stop loss, but it didn't hit stop loss, and the price turned down, and we had a lot of good pips on the dollar yen side. And finally, the gold. Again, the gold was good, not for many pips, but still you could have made something out of this setup. The price went close to 13.20. It went actually, I should have put this line here. So you see 13, 18, very, very, very close. And then actually it was this was the zone. Sorry guys, not here, but actually here. Yeah, this was actually here or there. But you see the price went down. It was still good, not the best one, but good. And you could have made nice pips on gold. So total pips pool was actually 305. I hope that you managed to make at least 30-40% out of these 300 pips. So again, good week for us, and I hope that market will continue in some nice trading mode. Now let's get back to euro dollar. Today I'm going to show you euro dollar, of course, first. It always goes first. So euro dollar is in downtrend. We have two positions. Sell position 2080, stop loss 2120, TP 1.1880, and alternative buy position is 1.1880, stop loss 1840, and TP is 2020. And this is basically how, let me just open the chart. Give me a few seconds and I will open the chart. Okay, so yeah, basically this is it. I'm opening now. Just give me a few seconds. The chart should be opened. Okay, and yes, here we are, euro dollar, guys, and as you can see, the euro dollar is definitely in downtrend, but the price is stuck around this weekly H3, and it could reject. Although, because this looks like potential, mini head and shoulders, and it gives me the idea that it could still go more to the upside, I would wait for this level. Because if we put also Fibonacci here, if we go from this spot to this spot, you can see that 2080 is 78.6, weekly H5, weekly Cabrera, and a lot of sellers. So I would say I would sell here because I still see the upside potential on the euro dollar. And I think that the price, if it gets there, we could see a nice spike down. So nice bounce down. So pay attention to it. Okay, next one is the GBP dollar. I'm still long on the GBP dollar. For all of you who didn't know, I am long on GBP dollar, and I've been long since Friday. I have trades on my all accounts. I have long positions. On one account, I scaled out. On the other account, I have full position from 35.50, and on this account I have a scalp trade now, scalp swing around 35.85, because this is definitely for me upside moment. It is in downtrend, but this is counter trend trade now, and if the price gets down to 35.50, I still think it has the potential to go further up towards 37.60. And guys, this is how the price looks, and this is basically what I'm trying to exploit. I'm trying to exploit the full potential down. So yeah, as you can see, I'm also long here, and I think that the price could go more to the upside, eventually reaching 37.50-60 region, but 35.50 for the scalp trade and 35.00 or 35.20, let's say, should hold for positional trades, for full position trades. Because if the price drops below 35.20, then I guess it will still be in the range, and we still don't know where it will head to. But now at this point, I think the price is heading up. What I don't like on this GBP dollar is megaphone that has been formed at the bottom, and this is the pattern that I dislike the most, because then the range is big. Really, it can go up and down in a big swing, and this is not a clear trend. So I'm still taking the chance that this GBP dollar will go more to the upside, going eventually towards 36.50 to 60, and then maybe we can also sell it. But my primary trade here is to sell it if it goes to 37.60, if it goes here, because from this spot to this spot it's a long way. The price needs to retrace. So for positional trades, I want to see monthly level hit 37.60, sorry, 50.60. Both are okay, and then we could actually go for a scalp, for a positional trade. Okay, next one is the Australian dollar. The Australian dollar is in downtrend, and here we have a sell position 76.00, stop loss 76.35, TP 75, and buy position 75.00, stop is 74.50, TP is 76. So on Australian dollar, guys, if the price gets a little bit down around 75, we could actually sell it, but then later we can actually go we can buy, sorry, around 75, of course, because this is the zone for buying. You see, inverted head and shoulders, V-shaped reversal, bang, and sell is 76.00. So here we could sell, there we could buy. So inverted head and shoulders for a buy, sell is there. I think that Australian dollar has the potential for a more upside because of this leaned inverted head and shoulders, and definitely for a buy trade here around the bottom of the right shoulder here. So you see the Australian dollar. Next one is the dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen is next one. Okay, 109.10 is buy, 108.80 stop, TP 110.40, sell, 110.40 stop, 110.70 TP, 109.10. So dollar yen has the potential to go a little bit down towards 109.10, 20, and then we could buy it. And if the price gets a little bit higher, let's say 110.40, it's monthly H3. It's also in a confluence with historical sellers, this red line. Weekly H5 is there, so I guess this is a great spot to sell it. I'm up for that. But first, I need to see this bullish pattern goes up, and then I will sell it. If it gets down, I will be buying this. Okay, and the next one is gold, and we have the DAX optional trade also, so pay attention. Gold is also in a downtrend. We have a sell position 13.30, stop loss 13.45, TP 13.10. Position possible alternative buyer counter trend position 13.10, stop loss 13.00, TP 13.30. So here we have a sell position 13.30 it's the gold, and you can see the gold here, the gold chart 1330. It's close to weekly H4. It's also monthly H3. Okay, and we also have potential sell here. And if the price gets a little bit down, as I say, we can buy it. And here you can see that 1310 is actually a good spot to buy it here. So if the price drops here, we could see a bounce to the upside. So pay attention to it. Actually, this might work out if the price drops a little bit. And the optional trade on the DAX, position buy 12.8010. Stop loss is, you can see, 12.725. And TP is 13.220. Here is the chart. The DAX is bullish, guys. Big bullish price action. And we could see some maybe drop because of this M. Okay, this looks like M. And the DAX 12.8010. If it drops here, we could see a buy. It's monthly H3. And of course, TP is 13.220. It is weekly H5. Now, of course, guys, I will roll the slides again, but you can also pay attention to these weekly levels. I went with monthly because on a lot of markets, price didn't actually didn't go to a big retracement. And because of that, I want to see a little bit bigger retracement, and that counts for monthly level, monthly L3 and monthly H3. But also, guys, as always, weekly levels are also very strong. So pay attention also to weekly levels. Now I will roll the slides. You can then ask me questions, and let's see how much we will earn this week. But actually, as you can see, our previous week, last week, was very good. So this is euro dollar. Then we have the GBP dollar. Then we have the Australian dollar. Then we have the dollar yen. We have gold and the DAX. The question from Ignacio is, hi Nenad, thanks for all the setups. When you say sell and rally, which indicator give you the signal to push the trigger? For me, guys, it's the MACD, because I'm using my own method. It's called Camarilla MACD. But for you guys, it should be zones. So these setups are based on my Camarilla MACD method. And if you see, and whenever you see these levels, you need to also watch your own trigger. I don't know which system you use, but you can also do it as I do it occasionally in the zone. So whenever the price enters the zone, I personally wait for the MACD, but you can wait for all other triggers or reversal patterns. But the zone here is 2065, 2080, 2095. So 15 pip buffer to the both sides. When the price gets in the zone, you push the trigger. You can wait for a signal from your system, but as I say, this is my signal. I want to sell it here in the zone. For me, it's the MACD, but for you, maybe it's the other one. Because I'm solely trading Camarilla MACD. But these are Camarilla levels. So that is why it's so accurate and why I'm giving you always the best setups, because of these Camarilla levels and, of course, my price action analysis. It's not just pure levels. It's also the analysis, of course. So for you, it could be good at, well, spot some, let's say, signal when the price enters in the zone. Or you can trade blindly in the zone. But as I say, then you should be using scaling in. Scaling in is a good option if you are not trading with indicators, but you actually want to exploit the zone itself. I already explained scaling in a lot of times, so please pay attention to it. It's very important. Okay, so this could be it, guys. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask me. How about Australian dollar yen? Yes, sure, I will go right away. The Australian dollar yen. A bit slow lately. Still good pair to trade if you connect it to equities. But as you can see, it was very, very slow, and I guess some traders don't like it when the market is so slow. But as I say, well, if you connect it to equities and other markets, you can see nice signals also from the Australian dollar yen. So definitely the Australian dollar yen is making a reversal. We see a lot of wicks here and V-shaped reversal. V-shaped reversal is very, very easily identified by this diving board and then the shape of V at the bottom, especially when you have 5 wicks like this. So this was a no-brainer long here. But you need to spot it, of course. It's not always easy to spot it out, but when you spot it out, it's very, very good. So this was a great trade, but now I would say also go on buy on the dip. So if the price dips to 82, 30, 35, go there and even 82 and buy it. Even here, 82, 33, I think it could be a nice buy position here. Pay attention. GBPN made a nice spike to the upside thanks to the GBP dollar. GBP dollar went long all the day, is going up. Not much, but still it's going up. But really the price action is also slow on the GBP, only 70 pips of the ATR, but as you can see, still the price is still going up. I would say here the price definitely is making a reversal, and if you put a trend line here, wait for a drop. That drop can be either weekly H1 all the way down to trend line, weekly L1, but also if it manages to stay above weekly H3, it should go more to the upside. Then the first target will be 149.90, so pay attention to that. The first resistance is 149.28, but if it breaks it, then this is the target. If it stops here, then it will reject down. Again, pay attention to this trend line. Next question is a WTI. So this is a WTI uptrend. Okay, this is uptrend, but it started to, well, you see, the price started to drop. So I would say if it manages to stay below this trend line and weekly H3, it will drop towards weekly L3, 69.30. So this is uptrend, but it has already lost its momentum. So I guess the price could definitely reject from this level and go down towards weekly L3. So pay attention to this weekly L3. It could really go more to the downside. Okay. Okay. So definitely WTI could use some retracement, so pay attention to this level. No problem, Goran. CAD yen. Okay, let's see CAD yen. The CAD yen is very, very rangy. V-shaped reversal up move, so this definitely is a high. So weekly L1, 85.25 could be a buy trade. But also, if the price closes above weekly H3, then it should go up on 4-hour and higher time frames. If it closes above 86.05, it should go more to the upside. So buying the dip here, yes. For me, in my opinion, this is buy the dip scenario. Okay. If you have any other questions, guys, please do ask me. We still have time for more setups. Australian dollar, New Zealand. Okay. Okay, uptrend, big uptrend, close above weekly level. This is buy on dips. You might see maybe this is a retail gap. If the retail gap closes, I would definitely go for a buy trade. But still, it's above weekly H3, so it could be a runaway gap, and the price could go to monthly H5. Guys, this is strong uptrend. If it gets there, watch for signs of reversal. It should reverse around this level here, around the zone. So pay attention to this. Could be a sell. GBP dollar, sorry, GBP Australian dollar. It's the question. GBP Australian dollar. Okay, GBP. You see here a big downtrend. So I would say possible rejection from 80.40 to 80.70. So this is the level to sell. And also it looks like head and shoulders. So only thing, if it goes up, then it will be W, but only above this point here, 80 to 50, I would go for a buy trade. Until then, it's all sell. Eric is asking why I am convinced for a scalp trade. Because I went for 15-minute trade. And if you know my Camarilla, I mean, it's my trade. Camarilla make the 15-minute trade. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can check it on your template. But what convinced me is 15-minute GBP dollar buy setup. Euro dollar setup already shown here. This is the euro dollar. So pay attention to it. But today's price is a bit rangy. So really very slow moving price. So we might expect some forms of breakout soon. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's it basically. If you have any other pair or market, ask me. And of course, I will cover it. Okay. So today, well, on the Australian dollar, what can I say? Basically, lately we had some data from both centers, Reserve Bank of New Zealand and Reserve Bank of Australia. Regarding Reserve Bank of New Zealand, they see lower long interest rates, and those lower interest rates will be probably held for longer time, while Reserve Bank of Australia remains adamant of a hike. So I think this is still further up because diverging monetary policy of the Australian dollar and the New Zealand, and this is still uptrend, and it will be more of uptrend. So monetary policy decision made a strong rally on the Australian dollar, New Zealand. Derek is asking about Dow Jones. So this is it. Big uptrend, big spike, W. Uptrend continues above monthly H4, sorry, weekly H3, 25,025. And buy on the dip. If the price drops to weekly level 3, be ready to buy it. That's my opinion. Okay. Do you have any other questions, guys? If not, I will roll the slides and then we can call it a day. So I can roll the slides. This is euro dollar. This is GBP dollar. This is the Australian dollar. This is the Australian dollar yen. This is the gold. And this is the optional trade on DAX. I don't see any questions, so thank you guys for listening. And of course, sign up for Wednesday live trading session. We'll be here with you, always helping you out. Cheers, guys, and as always, trade safe.